Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. And we're back with the 1904 What If World Series, doing the history of the World Series from 1903 until present day. And the Giants lead this series 2-1. We got game number 4 coming up here for you today. And let's take a look and see how people's doing in this World Series. For the Boston Americans, you got Buck Freeman, Chick Stahl batting well, batting 385, both of them with 5 hits and 13 at bats. Freeman with 3 RBIs, Chick Stahl with 2. Freddie Perrinet's not batting bad either with a 364 average. Then you got Jimmy Collins with batting 300. Then it drops off with Doherty and Ferris both batting 231. LeChance batting a buck 54, and poor Lou Crier, he is 0 for 9 in this World Series. Then you got the pitchers. You got Cy Young. He's 1-0. He's pitched 21 innings, given up 18 hits, 2 home runs, walked 2, and struck out 9 with a 3 ERA. And Bill Dineen, who will be pitching today, he's 0-1. He's won 6 innings, given up 11 hits, 1 home run, walked 1, and struck out 2, and he's got a 9 ERA. And looking at the New York Giants over here, you got Bo Bowerman. He's batting 455, having a hell of a World Series. He's 5 for 11 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Don McGann, he's 5 for 13, batting 385 with 3 RBIs. Art Delavan is batting 364. He's got 4 hits and an RBI. Billy Gilbert batting 364 with 4 RBIs. As you see, the Giants have been hitting well. Bill Delane is hitting 250, and Sam Murtis is batting 222, and George Brownie's only batting 214 with an RBI. And the pitchers for the Giants, Christy Mathewson, he's pitched 18 innings. He's given up 9 hits. He's 0-1. He's walked 4 and struck out 7. He's got a 4 ERA. And Joe McGinnity, who's be pitching today, he's 1-0. He's went 9 innings, gave up 6 hits, walked 2, and struck out 4. Let's get down here and look at the starting lineup for game number 4 with the Giants traveling to Boston. And we'll be at Huntington Avenue Park. And the starting lineup here for the visiting New York Giants, leading off, playing center field is Roger Bresnahan. Batting second, playing right field is George Brownie. Batting third, playing first base is Don McGann. Batting fourth, playing third base is Art Delavan. Batting fifth, playing shortstop is Bill Delane. Batting sixth, playing left field is Sam Murtis. Batting seventh, playing second base is Billy Gilbert. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Frank Bomer, and batting ninth, doing the pitching, and Joe McGinnity. And for the hometown Boston Americans, we got leading off, playing left field is Patsy Doherty. Batting second, playing third is Jimmy Collins. Batting third, playing center field is Chick Stahl. Batting fourth, playing right field, Buck Freeman. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, Freddie Perrinet. Batting sixth, playing first base is Candy LeChance. Batting seventh, playing second base is Ferris. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Lou Crier. And batting ninth, doing the pitching is Bill Dineen. Let's get down to Boston and get this game started, folks. As we take a trip around Huntington Avenue Park, here's the first pitch from Bill Dineen. And it's a full count. And that is swung on. That ball is hit down the line and caught in fair territory by Buck Freeman. 1 up and 1 down here for the New York Giants. And like I say, we got Bill Dineen on the mound. and he'll be facing George Brownie. Brownie is batting .214 in this World Series. Here's the pitch from Bill. And it's an 0-2 count on him. He swings and misses for strikeout number 1, and 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the first. And that brings up Don McGon. And Don's batting .385. He's got 3 RBIs in this World Series. Can he get something started here for the Giants against Bill? Here's a 3-1 pitch, and he'll take that for ball 4. So he's walked 1 and struck out 1. 2 outs now with Don down at first. He's got excellent speed. Art Delavan's up now, batting .364. He's 4 for 11 with an RBI in this World Series. Will Don be taking off on this pitch, trying to get in scoring position with 2 outs? Here's the pitch from Bill, 1-1 count, and he lifts that ball in the center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit, and we're going to have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Giants trying to make a 2-out rally here in the top of the first. Brings up Bill Deline, and he's batting .250, 3 for 12. Can he get a 2-out base hit? Great speed on the pads. A double probably scores 2. And here's the pitch. And an 0-2 count. And that ball is hit in the left field. All this coming with 2 outs. That drops in for a hit. And we got runners at first and second and 2 outs. And the Giants take a early 1-0 lead. Boston hasn't even came up the bat yet. Sam Mertis is up batting .222, but he does have an RBI. You got Art down at first with awesome speed. Art down at second with awesome speed. Bill at first with awesome speed. Again, a double probably scores 2. Can Sam deliver here? All this has come with 2 outs. Bill Deneen had struck out a batter and had a ground out. Now we got full count, and that's going to be ripped in the left field. That drops in. 1 run scores. Another runner to third, and the Giants are pouring it on here. It is now 2-0 with 2 outs. How's it going, Christopher? So the Giants bats coming alive again in game number 4. They've been hitting well in this World Series and lead this World Series 2-1 again. Great speed on the pads. Billy Gilbert's up. Gilbert's batting .364, folks. He has a home run and 4 RBIs in this World Series. Can Bill Deneen get that elusive third out and put an end to this madness in the top of the first? Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that ball is stroked into center field. And that should be out number 3, but not until the Giants score 2 and take a 2-run lead before Boston even gets a chance to swing the bats. We got leading off for the Boston is Doherty, followed by Collins and Stahl, trying to get back in this game. Joe McGinnity's on the mound. He's 1-0 in this World Series, 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run. He's walked 2 and struck out 4. Patsy Doherty's batting .231, 3 for 13 in the World Series. Here's the pitch from Joe. He's first pitch swinging, not taking no time. He squares the bunt and lays down a nice one down at first. Over to the second baseman covering, and he's in there with a leadoff single. Infield hit on the bunt. Patsy's got good speed. That brings up Jimmy Collins, one of the few Americans that's hitting well. He's batting .300 in this World Series with no RBIs. Like I say, Patsy down at first with good speed. And he's first pitch swinging. He drives that ball down the third. Is that going to be a double play? No, they don't even attempt the third at first. So now we got 1 out with Jimmy Collins down at first with excellent speed. And Chick Stahl batting .385, folks, with 2 RBIs. He's 5 for 13 in this World Series. And here's the 1-0 pitch. And he's taking off, and he's going to be out by a country mile, folks. The Boston Americans just got Jimmy Collins thrown out at second. Now there's 2 outs. Chick Stahl at the plate. And here's the full count to Chick. And that ball's going to be hit down the short. Easy play. And that'll end the inning. The Americans get a hit and leave nobody on. We go to the top of the second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Frank Boomhauer is now up, followed by McGinnity, and back to the top of the order in Bresnahan. Frank's having an excellent World Series, folks. Batting 455 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And here's the pitch, Bill Dineen. He had a rough first inning after getting 2 outs. Can he settle down here and shut these Giants down? And Frank's first pitch swinging. He hits that ball down the short. Easy play over to first. 1 up and 1 down. But that's how the first inning started. So we'll see. And that brings up Joe McGinnity. And when we don't need no stinking DH on this channel, Joe is 2 for 4 with an RBI in this World Series, folks, batting .500. Can Joe help his own cause here and add to the lead? Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 up and 2 down. That's when all the trouble started in the first. We got Roger Bresnahan up. He's 0 for 1 today. He's hitting a miserable .077 in this World Series, folks. Can he get it started here? 2 outs. Here's the full count to him. That ball's hit down the second. Over the first. 1, 2, 3 goes the Giants in the top of the second. We go to the bottom part of the second with Freeman, Parent, and LaChance due up here. Bucks having a great World Series for Boston. 5 for 13 with 3 RBIs. And here's the pitch from Joe. And it's a 2-2 count on Buck. And that's going to be swung and missed. Strikeout number 2, I believe, here for Joe. Sorry, first strikeout of the game for Joe. That brings up Freddie Parent. He's batting .364, as you can see. Bottom part of the lineup here, the middle part of the lineup's not doing bad for Boston in this World Series. Here's the pitch to Freddie, 2-1 count. And that ball is hit down the second. Over to first. 2 up and 2 down for Boston. That brings up the Candy Man, Candy LaChance. Only batting a .154. He has an RBI in this series. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Candy. That ball is hit down the short. Over the first. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the Giants. For Boston, rather. And we go to the top of the third for the Giants. You got Browning, McGann, and Devlin due up here for the G-men. And George is 0 for 1 today. Here's the 3-1 count to him. And that ball is hit down the foul territory at third. And that'll be out number 1 as Jimmy Collins makes the play. And that brings up Don McGann. And Don, he walked his first time up, folks. That's what started the whole 2-run rally. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Freddie's got it over to first. 2 up and 2 down for the Giants. Here's Alt Devlin. He singled in the first inning. Can Art do it again here? He's first pitch swinging. That's a ground ball down the third. That should be an easy play for Jimmy. 1, 2, 3 goes the Giants. We go to the bottom of the third. Giants hanging on to a 2-0 lead. Fairness, Cryer, and Dennehy due up here, bottom part of the order against Joe McGinnity. And here's the 2-1 pitch to Ferris. Ferris hits that ball down the short, over to first, out number 1. And that brings up poor Lou Cryer. And he is 0 for 9 in this World Series, folks. Needs to get something started. He's first pitch swinging. I don't know. He's got to learn for some patience up there. Easy grounder down the short, and that'll be it for him. He's now 0 for 10. And that brings up Bill Dineen. He's 0 for 2 in this World Series. And Bill help his own cause here with 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bill. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And again, Boston goes down 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the fourth. Giants still leading. We got Deline, Meredith, and Gilbert due up here against Bill. And here's the pitch from Bill. And he's first pitch swinging, folks. He lifts that ball in the shallow center field. It drops in for a base hit. Giants got the first batter aboard here in the top of the fourth. And Bill, as always, these Giants got excellent speed up and down the lineup. Brings up Sam I Am. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI today. Will Bill be taken off from first? Here's the pitch from Dineen. The 1-1 pitch, and he is taking off, and he's going to be out of there. Nice throw. And that'll be out number 1. Now there's nobody on for Sam. And here is the pitch from Bill now. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that ball is hit down the short. In the hole he goes, throws over to first. 2 outs now. And it's all up to Billy Gilbert to keep this inning alive. He's 0 for 1 today. And he's first pitch swinging. And that's going to be hit up the middle. Over to first. 1, 2, 3 goes the G-men. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We got the top of the order due up here for Boston. We got Doherty, Collins, and Stahl. Can they finally crack Joe McGinnity here and put some runs on the board? Patsy's 1 for 1 today. He's first pitch swinging. A lot of first pitch swinging. That's a line drive down the second. And Gilbert makes the play for out number 1. That brings up Jimmy Collins now. Jimmy's 0 for 1 today. He did reach base and got caught stealing now on a fielder's choice. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that ball is hit in the right field in the foul territory. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down. Austin can't seem to get anything going here against Joe McGinnity. Brings up Chick Stahl, MV's favorite player here, old Chicky Baby as he calls him. See if Chick can get something going. Here's a full count to Stahl, and he'll take a base on balls. So that gets the tying run up to the plate in the form of Buck Freeman, who's having a good World Series. He's 0 for 1 today, though. Chick with average speed down at first. A double with 2 outs there should score Chick. Here is the 1-2 pitch. That ball is going to be hit in the right field. That should be a can of corn out there, and that'll end the inning. And Boston finally gets a runner one, but they strand him at first. We go to the top of the 5th. It's still Giants 2, Boston nothing. We got Bowmeyer, McGinnity, and Bresnahan due up. Frank is 0 for 1 today. See if he can get something started here in the top of the 5th for the Giants. And he does, folks. He drives that ball in the right field. It drops in for a base hit. Frank continues to keep on hitting in this World Series, batting close to 500. So Frank's down at first with excellent speed. Joe McGinnity, will he be squaring around the bunt? Boston's got the corners in. Here's the first pitch. He does bunt. That's an excellent bunt down the first baseline over to first. He gets the runner in scoring position now with 1 out. We're back to the top of the order, and Roger Bresnahan, he's 0 for 2 today. He's struggling in this World Series. He's got 1 hit. It was a home run now. Can he hit a base hit here? Frank, with great speed, probably scores and makes this a 3-0 game. He's first pitch swinging. It's a ground ball down the short. That'll get the runner over the third. But now there's 2 outs, and it's up to George Brownie. He's 3 for 16 in the World Series. Frank 90 feet away from making it a 3-0 game. Here's the pitch from Bill. It's a full count. That's laced up the middle. Nice play at second, over to first. And the Giants strand the runner down at third. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We got Perrin, LaChance, and Ferris due up here for Boston. And Freddie is 0 for 1 against Joe. And here's the 1-1 pitch from McGinnity. That ball is laced in the left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit, folks. And Boston gets the leadoff batter aboard. Can they make some noise here and get themselves back in this game in the 5th? Freddie with great speed down there. We got LaChance up. He's 0 for 1 today. He's only batting a $143 in this World Series. They need him to do something here with Freddie down at first. And here's the 1-0 pitch, and off goes Ferris, and he's in there with a stolen base, folks. So now you got a runner in scoring position. Perrin with LaChance. So can LaChance get a single here with Freddie speed and get the lead cut in half? And here's the 1-0 pitch. He squares the bunt. Nice bunt down the first baseline. Joe goes over and covers first. That'll be out number 1. But now the runner's 90 feet away. Giants will play back, give up the run. Here's Ferris. He's 0 for 1 today. The runner down at third. Can he drive him in here? Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball is got a mile high. It's going to be caught by McGann, and that'll be out number 2. What a big out that was. Now there's 2 outs with a runner down at third. And here is the man, if you are the Giants, you went up. Lou Crier, 0 for 1 today, 0 for 10 in this World Series. All could be forgotten if Lou drives in a run here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that ball is hit into right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. He gets his first hit of the World Series and drives in a run and cuts that Boston deficit in half. It's 2-1 now. They finally get a run across against Joe. And that'll bring up Mr. Bill Deneen. He's 0 for 1 today. Can he keep this inning going? Lou Crier down there with a little above average speed. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be hit up the middle, back-to-back singles here with 2 outs for the Americans. And that ball is thrown away, folks. That's going to score a run. This game is tied up. Hey, what's going on, Big Blue? And an error by the Giants. Let's take a look at that. Ties this game up. What was he thinking? Just throw the ball back in the infield. You're up 2-1. Boston struggling at best here. A nice single up the middle. And Bresnahan just throws that ball away, folks. And that scores the tying run. This game is tied up at 2 apiece. Giants had this game in control, and now all of a sudden a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 5th. And that brings up Patsy Doherty. He's 1 for 2 today, one of the few Boston Americans that's having a decent World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Doherty down the second, over to first. That ends the inning, but the Americans score 2 runs, one of them unearned. We go to the top of the 6th, all tied up. McGann, Devlin, and Deleen due up here. And Dan is 0 for 1 today against Bill. See if he can get aboard here and get those runs back. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that ball is hit down the short. Easy play to first. 1 up and 1 down. And that brings up Art Delavan. He's 1 for 2 today. See what he can do here. Having a fine World Series, batting .385, folks. Here's the 2-2 pitch to him. And Art swings and misses. 1-2 go the Giants. And it is up to now Bill Deleen. Can he get aboard here? He's 2 for 2 today, folks. Having a great game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that ball is lifted in the center field. Should be a can of corn. 1, 2, 3 go the G-men. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still tied up. We got Collins, Stahl, and Freeman due up here. And Jimmy gets something started. He's 0 for 2 today. He was aboard with a fielder's choice and got picked off. Hey, Bernie. Let's see if Jimmy can get a rally going here in the 6th for Boston. That ball is laced in the left field. That's going to be at least a single. Can he make it 2, folks? Yes, he does. He's in there with a stand-up double, and the go-ahead run's down at second. And all of a sudden now, Joe's running into some trouble, and here comes Chick Stahl. Chick is 0 for 1 today, but he's having an excellent World Series. He's 5 for 14. Jimmy down there with great speed. A single scores him and puts the Americans in the lead. And he's first pitch swinging, folks, and he drives that ball down the first. That ball's through the wickets. That's going to score the run. A piss poor throw. The Giants are throwing the ball all over the place, folks. They are just giving this game to the Boston. Let's take a look at that. First, that ball I thought should have been, caught down at first. And then he throws the ball away right through the wicket. And then he throws the ball away. It probably had the runner dead to rights at first. Boston takes a 3-2 lead here. Poor Joe's thinking, what I got to do? I got to play every position. Now you got Chick Stahl with above average speed down at second. Nobody out for Buck Freeman. Buck is 0 for 2 today, but he has 3 RBIs in this series. Can he get number 4? And that is ball 4, first and second, and still nobody out. Joe's struggling here in the 6th. His defense isn't helping him now. Brings up Freddie Perrnett, and he's 1 for 2 today. He's 5 for 13 with 2 RBIs in this series. Not who you want up here if you're a Giants fan. Can Freddie do something? Like I say, Chickstall down there with average speed, or a little above average, and Buck Freeman with excellent speed down at first. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that ball is hit in the left center. That'll be out number 1. Runners will have to hold. And now you got the Candy Man, who is struggling here in this World Series, folks. He's 0 for 1. He's 2 for 14, batting a .143. Can Candy come through here and increase this lead and give Boston some insurance runs? Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that ball is hit up the middle. Nice CNI single. That's going to score a run, and it is now 4-2. Still runners at first and second with 1 out. Nice job by the Candy Man. Brings up Hob Ferris, having an excellent World Series. He is 0 for 2 today, though. Can Ferris do something here? And that's going to be a strikeout. He looks at that, keeps the bat on his shoulder. And that's 2 outs now for Lou Cryer. And Lou has finally got a base hit and an RBI. He's 1 for 2 today, 1 for 11, batting a .091. Can he get hot here now, folks? That ball is hit hard in the right field, but that'll be out number 3. But at least he's hitting the ball decent. Boston scores 2, takes a 4-2 lead as we go to the top of the 7th. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the G-men. Meredith, Gilbert, and Bomeyer. Let's see what Bill Dineen can do here. Can he hold this lead? Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be laced down the second. That should be out number 1. No, not even a throw. Nice speed down there. Ferris unable to make the throw. Sam's down at first. That brings up Billy Gilbert. He's 0 for 2 today. See if he can do something here with Sam I Am down at first. And he's off and running, and that's going to be an easy throw down the second. The Giants now with 1 out and nobody on for Gilbert. And here's the full count to Billy. And that's going to be a strike 3. He stands there and looks at it. So all of a sudden they had a runner on at first and nobody out. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Frank. And like I say, he is hot, man. He's 1 for 2 today. He's 6 for 13 with a home run in this series. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Frank. And that ball is lifted in the center field. That should be out number 3. And that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the 7th inning stretch. This game is 4-2. And we got to the bottom part of the order, Dineen, and then back to the top of the order in Doherty and Collins. Bill is 1 for 2 today because we don't need no stinking DH. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. And that ball is hit in the right field. And that's going to drop in the triangle for a base hit, folks. So there we go. Bill's aboard here trying to add to the lead. Back to the top of the order we go, and Patsy Doherty, 1 for 3. Bill down there with average speed. Here's the pitch, and he squares the bunt back to the mound, and he gets him down the second. So now you got 1 out, and Bill down to second for Jimmy Collins. Jimmy's 1 for 3 today. Can he drive in the 5th run of this game? He's first pitch swinging. That ball is lifted in the shallow right field. Now it's in the infield, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 outs now with a runner in scoring position for Chickstall. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Chick. That ball is going to be popped up a mile high, and that'll be out number 3. They strand 1. We go to the top of the 8th. Giants trailing 4-2. They got McGinnity scheduled to bat. Then back to the top of the order in Bresnahan and Brownie. Let's see if Joe will bat for himself here. And he will. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Joe. And he does make contact, but that's going to be a fly ball out to center field for out number 1. Back to the top of the order we go, and Roger Bresnahan. He's 0 for 3 today. He is struggling, folks. His only hit in this World Series was a 2-run homer. Here's the pitch to Roger. Hey, MV. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short over the first. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down here for the Giants. And we got George Brownie up. He's 0 for 3 today. Can he get something going here with 2 outs for the Giants? And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still a 4-2 ball game. We got Freeman, Perrant, and LaChance due up. Buck is 0 for 2 today against Joe McGinnity. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And that's going to be hit in the left field. Easy play out there by Sam. 1 up and 1 down. That brings up Freddie Perrant. He's 1 for 3 today. Can he get something going with 1 out here? Here's the full count to him. And that's going to be hit in the center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So now the Boston has a runner on at first and 1 out, and Candyman's up. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI today. Freddie down at first with excellent speed. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him, and he's taken off, and these runners have not been successful today, folks. Look here, see how many caught stealings that is today. That's quite a few, I can tell you that. Let's take a look here. 1, 4. Looks like 4 caught stealings today, folks. These catchers are just gunning down there, getting these runners. So now you got 2 outs, and LaChance still at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Candy. And, of course, after somebody gets thrown out, you get a base hit. And now Candy's down at first with 2 outs. That's the way it always works, isn't it? And now you got Ferris due up here. Ferris is 0 for 3 today. Can he do something here with 2 outs and LaChance down at first? And that's the 1-0 pitch. And again, that's going to be a throw down the second, and they just ran themselves out of that inning, folks. So we go to the top of the 9th. The Giants need to score 2 to keep this game alive, or Boston's going to tie this World Series up at 2 games apiece. You got McGann, Devlin, and Deline due up here. And McGann is 0 for 2 today. Can he get something started here for the Giants? Here's the 1-2 pitch. That ball is hit down the short over to first for out number 1. And that's going to bring up a pitch hitter here. The Moose McGarment is up. He's 2 for 2 in this World Series, folks, and 2 pitch hits. 2 times. Can he do it 3 times in a row? Here's the 2-2 pitch to Moose, and that's going to be a line drive out to short. 2 up and 2 down. That leaves it up to Bill Deline. He is 2 for 3 today with an RBI. Can Bill keep this game alive for the G-men? He's first pitch swinging. That ball is lifted in the right field. That should end the game, and it does. And Boston wins this game 4-2 and ties this series up at 2 games apiece. We'll be going to game number 5 here in Boston. Let's take a look here at the box score. Boston topped the Giants by the score of 4-2 and moved into a 2-2 tie in the World Series. The largest share of the credit belongs to Boston starter Bill Dineen. He threw 9 innings of 6-hit ball in the win. Dineen went the distance for Boston, allowed 2 runs on 6 hits while striking out 4 and only walking 1. Let's see here for the Giants. Bill Dineen was 2 for 4. So was Sam Meredith. He was 2 for 3 with an RBI. These two are about the only ones. Look at that caught stealing, folks. 2 caught stealings, 2 big errors, Bresnahan and Brown. Joe McGinnity goes 8 innings, gives up 10 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned. Walked 2, struck out 3. And for Boston, you had Freddie Perrnett with 2 hits and Bill Deline, the pitcher, because we don't need no stinking DH. He was 2 for 3. And look at the caught stealings by Boston. 1, 2, 3 caught stealings. And Bill goes the distance, does it on the mound too. 9 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, walked 1 and struck out 4. We had 16,000 watching this game here today, 16,226 in a 2-hour game. Exactly, Bernie. Boston's back in this series now. Has won both games at Boston. Both teams have won both games at home. Let's see what happens here in game number 5. I want to thank Bernard Strom, MVP, Big Clue, Christopher Slovic for tuning in. Check out Christopher's channel, Bernard Strom, and MV's channel, folks. What time is it here? It's almost 12 o'clock. We'll probably be on later today with game number 5 of this World Series, or maybe even race number 2 from Richmond in the 1985 season. Until then, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of Boston and here at Huntington Avenue grounds, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until then, you all take care and have a great day.